Have you ever used Copilot and thought to yourself, that's not really what I wanted? You see, the problem is that Copilot doesn't know you yet. Watch what I do in this video when I ask Copilot to perform the same actions twice, same prompt, same data, but very different results. You see, there's a setting in Copilot that many people do not take advantage of, and you can get to it through the little settings ellipsis, and it's called personalisation. Now, when I look at it right now, I have given no customizations to Copilot, so it is working in that general manner in the same way that anybody's does. And I'm going to perform some actions with this data, a table named TBL data. And if I close down this Customize Copilot window, and I'm going to provide a prompt that will tell it to use the data in TBL data to create a summary table in cell B6 of another sheet in this workbook that's already prepared and it's named report. This will show the sum of the revenue by the product and for a specified region from a drop down in cell C3. Then to create a column chart also on that report sheet, and I want it to check its approach before it executes. So I'm doing this in edit mode, but I can still ask it to pause before executing. So this is what we get. They're going to produce that live summary in report B6. That's exactly what I asked for. And they're telling me they're going to use the SUMIFS function and to take into account that region in cell C3. And then they'll do their chart and they'll format the values. Let's proceed. Okay, I'm told it's done and I can see the SUMIFS formula on screen. Now I'm going to click one of the links it has provided to take me to that summary table nice and quick. And this is what we get. So does it work? Well, I have this table here and I've got some constant values in that first column and I've got a SUMIFS function in that second column. And if I use the drop down for north, it absolutely does work. And this is my chart, a fairly standard looking chart. I've got axes titles and a conflict between labels and y-axis labels. But hey, it's a good return. But let's now have a look at what happens if I take the effort to provide some personalisation settings. Here we go with the same table named TBL data, but in the Copilot pane, I will access those personalisation settings and I'm going to paste in some customizations that I would like Copilot to follow. So some guidelines, if you will. And I think this is a massive step forward for Copilot. To really make the most of Copilot, you need to be able to take control and get Copilot to work the way that you need it to. So this is huge, and it's not specific to Copilot, these settings. If you use Claude or if you use ChatGPT with Excel, they also have this feature, but in those tools, it's known as instructions. So let's have a look at some of the things I've put in here. I've got quite a bit, but the ones specific to this task right now are the option where I say, when asked to produce a summary table, opt for group by or pivot by instead of SUMIFS. You may remember in that previous demo that SUMIF function was used. I've also asked them for a light grey fill for any cell that contains a formula. And then we get to some chart stuff. I ask for a meaningful title and for it to be bold, a dark purple column. I remove a lot of settings such as the outline, the grid lines, the axes titles, the data labels, and I ask it to sort the values descending. As I scroll down, I've also got settings here for pivot tables. This doesn't affect us right now, but just giving you an idea of the kind of things that you can add to your personalisation. And this can be a massive time saver and improve things such as consistency as well. Now, personalisation is, as its name suggests, personal to you. It's tied to your account, so will follow you and your use of Excel. It does not follow the workbook, although there is another feature within Copilot known as the .rules sheet. And if you look at that, that is attached to the workbook. Now, if I save this and let's give it the same prompt as before, we close down that pane, in comes that same prompt, and I'll send it in. And we can see, as I ask it to check with me before proceeding, that it is going for a group by formula in cell B6 of report. So no more constant values, no table there, no multiple sum ifs. This is going to be one formula, one group by formula, and it will have the filter within it. It then tells me it's going to sort it highest to lowest. Fantastic. It will do the light grey formula cells, and that'll have a dark purple column chart with no legend, no grid lines, no axes titles, and so on. Let's proceed. Copilot returns with its results. And when we look at our data set, I can see the grey fill for the formula. Let's click on it to confirm that group by is in there. And then when we look at the chart, we could do a little bit of touching up to it, but I do have those dark purple columns, the descending order, and some of the other modifications are requested. So stop using Copilot out the gates, team. Personalisation is here, and if there's any defaults that you deploy in how you work, such as pivot table labeling, prefixing tables with TBL, or any preference to formulas, XLOOKUP over VLOOKUP, group by over multiple sum ifs. This is your chance to set those guardrails, those kind of guidelines in for Copilot, and it's going to work much more effectively for you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe so that you will receive the latest videos as they come out at this channel. Bye for now.